start off by saying, last week I compared Emily to Kim Zolciak because she was the only white person among a black cast. She is no Kim Zolciak. Like, I am so sorry, Kim Zolciak. If you ever see this video, you are no damn Emily. Emily is out there on a spaceship by her damn self, okay? By herself. This girl's crazy. So let's pick up where we left off last week. So they all were out to dinner, and Emily was biting off her Lee press-on nails one by one, spitting them out and throwing them on the floor, okay, at the dinner table in front of everybody. And it kind of grossed out everybody. But the first person to speak up was the complainer of the group. You know, Kamani. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't automatically side with the complainer or a nitpicker, because that's what Kamani is. Like, she just complains and nitpicks all the time. But she might have had a point here. So we left off where Emily wasn't understanding why everyone was so mad at her. All she was doing was biting off her Lee press-on nails in front of everybody at the table. She didn't get what the problem was. So Kamani stood up and walked off in her Darth Vader cape. You know, she had on this really weird dress. It looked like a cape, like a Batman cape. You know what I'm talking about? It was black and it was bulgy, and it really was the wrong thing to wear, especially when you're a nitpicker and, you know, always finding the wrong in things. So she gets up, and to me it looked like she flew to the bathroom in that damn cape. But she got up, she went to the bathroom because she had had enough, and then Emily got off and she ran away from the table, and Agu followed her. So eventually everybody calmed down and came back to the table, and they just kind of brushed it off and kind of made a joke out of everything. Like, Emily was like, you know, what she did, she didn't think was so wrong. So everybody just left it at that, because, you know, there might be a screw loose in Emily's head. Now, I don't mean that in a mean way. It's like in a good way. You know, we all can't have our marbles. Now, can we? So Emily's at the club. She's feeling good. She's no nails on. She's just hanging out at the club with tons of people around her. Tons of people around and a damn camera crew, okay? But this is where she decides to make her move on Agu. She's hugging him. She put her hand between his legs. He's touching her. All of this discreetly while open in front of everybody, including a camera crew. Now don't forget, Emily has a boyfriend she claims she loves, or at least that's the lie she told us. I mean, I don't know how you forget about your boyfriend in less than 24 hours. They ain't been at this place that damn long. So next we have Kamani, who I nicknamed Darth Vader, because, you know, her clothes. She's over in the corner with Malagu. And what does she notice? She notices that Bianca's off talking to some guy, and the guy has his hand on her ass. Now, the camera showed that his hand was on her ass, but she says this never happened, okay? So, you know, it was a crowded night. It was a crowded nightclub. Maybe she didn't feel it. You know, maybe, you know, you're always up on everybody in a club. Maybe, you know, maybe it didn't touch her. Maybe it was just by her ass. But whatever the case, she says didn't happen. But this is not Kamani's concern. Matter of fact, why is she worried about this? Because she's the Inspector Gadget nitpicker of the group. So she decides to make this her problem. And like Inspector Gadget, she's on the job. Right away, she finds Larry to spread the news. Now, I don't know if it's a good thing to be an Inspector Gadget or a bad thing. I mean, somebody has to spread the news, what's going on, right? It's just not in my personality, but, you know, fine. That's her job. Larry's her friend. Time to spread the news. But, you know, she's got to change her dress from now on. She's really looking like the enemy here in this Batman cape, flying off to the scene to go tell Larry the news. So she goes back. She points out, oh, Bianca's over there, talking to some guy. He's got his hands on the ass. And, this is my job. My #1 job in life is to let you know this. Day I'm having fun. Day I'm having drinks. Day I'm dancing. My #1 job is to let Larry know what's going on with Bianca's ass, okay? And that's what she did. So they're at the club, and Malaku, I have a hard time saying his name, invites 2 single women back to the house. No problem done. He's a single guy. They're staying in $1 million pad. More the merrier. So he brings them back. Now they're back to the house. Now, if the club is the scene of the crime where everything went down, then back at the house is where all the evidence was. Okay, so the minute they get back into the house, Agu shoots upstairs, okay? Shoots right up the stairs, gets in the bed. Who's right behind him? Miss Emily herself, who is, in my mind, is no longer has any traits of Kim Zolciak, okay? None at all. So she shoots back upstairs behind him and climbs in the bed, okay, with Agu. I mean, her poor little boyfriend. She must not want a boyfriend. I don't understand how it happened. Because she claimed she was not going to cheat on her boyfriend. That's why she changed rooms. Or did she change rooms because she had every intentions on sleeping with him, but she didn't want us to know? So she changed rooms with the intention of creeping back in one day. Who knew would have been the next day? I'm starting to think this was her master plan. It had to be. They're in the bed. They start making out. Bianca comes up the stairs, sees them making out. What does she do? She runs back downstairs to inform everybody of what's going on. Like, nobody thinks to just stop this from going on, like, hey, what's going on? No, she goes downstairs. She spreads the news. Okay, so a couple minutes later, while the pizza was cooking, Larry came in the kitchen and everybody decides, let's go upstairs. Now, I thought they were going to go upstairs so Larry could grab his friend. Like, you're drinking a little too much, let's go. No, they go upstairs to catch him in the act. And so they catch him in the act. Everybody runs downstairs. They're all laughing. They're giggling. And while all this is going on, Kamani is asleep in the same room in the bed next to Emily and Agu, where they're getting down with the get down. And you know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, the next morning when everybody wakes up, of course, everybody fills Kamani in on what's going on. She's trying to play it off like the tacky nail-biting, nail-spitter person did not take the guy she was going after. But, she didn't play it off too good because I knew there was a little shade there. But she tried to act like she didn't care. She was like, oh, they did. They hook up. Okay. Child, please. Her ego was bruised, okay? So everybody decides to go to the gym because, last night they had pizza. Now, you gotta burn it off somehow. Like, maybe they could have let it slide if they had a salad, but they were eating pizza and going to bed. So everybody had to hit the gym, with the exception of Kamani. She was in there dressing up instead. This time, instead of dressing like Batman, she was looking like TLC, like Chili from the 90s, with the bandana on her head and long straight. So she was in there taking care of her Chili look, and everybody else was at the gym. So everybody's at the gym. They're all working out. Emily is burning off her walk of shame, after she realized what the hell happened and how she doesn't have a boyfriend anymore. Everybody is at the gym. This is the spot where Larry decides to confront Bianca about hand-ass gate. That's what I'm calling it. Hand-ass gate, okay? So, of course, Bianca denies it. No, that did not happen, but, camera. But she's telling him it did not happen, and he said, well, Kamani says it's happened. He kind of threw Kamani under the bus, okay? Now, that was a little messed up, but, I'm thinking, like, Kamani is used to being in trouble. I think she's used to things popping off since she is, nitpicky anyway, so those kind of people don't mind. But Bianca saw red, and she went to go find Kamani, who is now dressed like Chili. So she goes in, she was like, did you tell Larry this? And, why are you getting in my business like this? And, Kamani did what she does best. Kind of blew her off, called her a little girl. I'm not talking to you, little girl. And basically didn't own up to what she did. Now, you know, I'm trying to like Kamani. I got through the Darth Vader outfits, you know, now dressed like TLC. But, you know, if she doesn't show a more friendlier side, I'm going to start to think this is her permanent personality. Because you're in Cabo. You're supposed to be having fun. Not in everybody else's Kool-Aid. I mean, at least that's what I thought. After everybody is recovering from last night, I mean, things are awkward now between Agu and Emily. And she's probably filled with guilt. Because what's she going to tell her boyfriend? And then after the gym, everything settles down. So the final scene ends at the beach. Now, don't forget, when all this is going on, Cabo's still pretty as hell, okay? Beautiful. So it's Malaku and it's Bianca and Emily and Larry. And they're at the beach and they're having fun, okay? And so everyone's, you know, playing in the water, and then they all sit down and Emily says, we're probably all going to be great friends after this. And Bianca says, no, we're not. No, we're not. Now, I don't know where her anger at Emily is coming in at, okay? Because Emily didn't do anything to her. But it seemed to be like she was addressing Emily. But then shortly, the conversation got reverted back to Larry. And he was like, what's wrong with you? You're changing the vibe. Like, what's going on? What's going on? And she was like, I'm keeping it real. Now, she's angry with him. For what reason? I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know if it's because he was dry humping the other girls on stage, or is it because she got called out for the ass gate? I don't know what it is, but she is not feeling Larry at this point. So they're kind of going at it. Larry's like, I'm going to need you to change your attitude. And she's like, I will not. So they didn't get to why she was really mad. She just kind of like bickered with him. She was like, I deserve to act any way that I want, especially when I've been called names and put in a bad situation. Immediately, Larry gets upset. I don't know why he's upset because, you know, he said that him and Bianca had a moment. The other day he had kissed her and, you know, they had a moment, and now she's off with somebody's ass on her hand on her ass. Well, he left out the second half to that story. They had a moment. She kissed him. They kissed. Special lightning bolts, I guess. But he forgot the part that right when he was done kissing her, he went off dry humping some other girl on stage. He left that part out. Okay, so all he's doing now is seeing red because guy he don't know, hand on Bianca's ass is the New Jersey Shore. And this is really right up my alley, child. It's got so much going. I'm loving this show. It is only the second episode. So I can't wait to watch episode 3. So hopefully you'll come back with me to watch it because this is starting to be very, very good. Episode 2. This is crazy. I'm loving it. So come back with me next week and we'll get more craziness going on, I'm pretty sure. So thanks for watching. Until then, see you next time. Bye.